So here's what's going on with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, and it's honestly a huge mess. It all started on the set of the movie It Ends With Us, which was supposed to be a big, emotional film. Blake Lively was one of the stars, and Justin Baldoni was not only acting in the film but also directing it. That's a pretty big job, and usually when someone is both the director and one of the main actors, there's already a lot of pressure. But no one expected things to take the turn they did. Blake Lively came forward with some serious claims against Justin Baldoni. She said that while they were filming, his behavior toward her made her feel uncomfortable, disrespected, and even scared. She said that what he did on set crossed the line and that it wasn't just a misunderstanding. It was something that made her feel threatened and hurt. After she spoke up, she said that Justin didn't just deny what happened. Instead, she claimed he started spreading things about her to try to make her look bad, almost like he was trying to ruin her image or silence her for speaking out. Because of all that, Blake decided to file a lawsuit. A lawsuit is when you take someone to court because you believe they've done something wrong to you. In her case, she was saying that Justin treated her badly at work and then tried to make people turn against her. That's a very serious accusation, especially in Hollywood, where everyone is watching and stories can spread super fast. At the same time, Blake's lawsuit made headlines everywhere. People were shocked, and many started picking sides right away. Some believed her right away and supported her for speaking out. Others questioned her story and said maybe she was making it all up to get attention or win a personal battle. And in the middle of all of this, Justin Baldoni completely denied doing anything wrong. He said that none of what Blake said was true and that he never treated her in any harmful way. This whole situation has created a ton of drama, both in the court and on social media. People are arguing about who's telling the truth and who's not. And since Blake is married to Ryan Reynolds, who's also super famous, it made the story even bigger. The internet started talking about whether the couple was using their fame to get their way, or if Blake was really just trying to stand up for herself in a tough situation. No matter which side people are on, one thing's for sure, this isn't just a small disagreement between coworkers. It's a full-on legal fight now, and both sides are digging in and refusing to back down. As more details come out, fans and followers are watching closely to see what's going to happen next. Justin's lawsuit wasn't just aimed at Blake either. He also included her husband, Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist, Leslie Sloan. That's a big move, and it shows just how serious he's taking all of this. In the lawsuit, Justin said that Blake, Ryan, and her team were working together to try to ruin his reputation. He believes they were trying to make him look like a bad guy on purpose, not just in private, but out in the public where the whole world could see. According to Justin, all of this is part of what he calls a smear campaign. That basically means he thinks they were spreading lies or twisting the truth about him just to hurt his image and make sure people in Hollywood wouldn't want to work with him anymore. If that's true, it could do a lot of damage to his career, especially since Hollywood is a place where your reputation means everything. Justin also says that the things Blake accused him of aren't true at all. He believes she made them up or exaggerated them to get sympathy, win public support, or control the story before it got out of hand. In his mind, she's the one doing the damage, and now he wants to clear his name, and he's using the legal system to try to do that. But here's where things get even more dramatic. Justin didn't just stop at defending himself. He went a step further and accused Blake and her team of doing this all on purpose, with full knowledge of how much it would hurt him. He believes they teamed up to try to cancel him, which is a word people use these days when someone's reputation is completely destroyed because of something that's said or done, whether it's true or not. This countersuit completely flipped the situation around. At first, Blake looked like the one trying to stand up for herself. But now, Justin is saying he's the real victim and that Blake and her people are using their fame and power to control the story. And since Ryan Reynolds is involved too, that made people start asking even more questions. The drama hasn't slowed down at all since then. Both sides are now stuck in a back-and-forth battle, with lawyers involved, statements being made, and fans watching every single move. It's no longer just about what happened on a movie set. It's turned into a giant public fight about who's telling the truth, who's using their power in the wrong way, and who should be held responsible. No matter how this ends, one thing is clear. This story is way bigger than a Hollywood movie. It's personal, it's public, and it's far from over. Okay, now this is where things get even more intense. Let's talk about Brian Friedman, the lawyer representing Justin Baldoni. This guy is not holding back at all, and the way he's going after Blake Lively is making headlines all by itself. He's saying some seriously bold things, and people are definitely paying attention. So here's the deal. After Blake Lively tried to get Justin Baldoni's countersuit thrown out, Friedman didn't just disagree. He got furious. According to him, what Blake is doing isn't just unfair, it's actually an example of someone trying to abuse the legal system. In other words, he's saying she's using the courts to protect herself and shut down the other side, not to get real justice. Friedman went public with a statement that was super strong. He called Blake's legal move abhorrent, which basically means he thinks it's disgusting and totally wrong. He says that instead of dealing with the truth and facing what she's accused of doing, she's trying to avoid taking any responsibility by filing legal motions just to delay the case or make it go away. And get this, he says she's only doing it because she's famous and has the money and power to make it happen. He's also accusing Blake of using her celebrity status and big public image to twist the story. He thinks she's using her fan base, her fame, and even the media to make herself look like the victim and Justin look like the villain, even though, according to him, the truth is the opposite. And the wild part is, some people are starting to believe him. Brian Friedman says that Blake's whole strategy is a PR move, meaning she's more focused on winning the public over than winning in court. He says she's trying to get sympathy, make headlines, and distract people from what's really happening behind the scenes. And fans online are totally split. Some agree with him and say she's being manipulative, while others think he's just trying to scare her into staying quiet. But he didn't stop there. Friedman also went after Blake's publicist, Leslie Sloan, saying she helped push the story out to the media in a way that made Justin Baldoni look like a terrible person. He says that if the accusations aren't true, then Leslie also played a part in destroying Justin's reputation, and that's something that should come with serious consequences. To make things even more dramatic, Friedman said Blake filed her lawsuit on Christmas Eve, and he used that detail to say it shows just how low she's willing to go. He called her actions trifling and disgusting, and you could tell from his tone that he's not backing down at all. He's basically saying that she is the one who acted with pure malice, which means he thinks she did all of this to hurt Justin on purpose, not because it was right or fair. Friedman says he's going to keep fighting until Blake is held responsible for what he calls her false accusations and harmful actions. He believes the truth will come out during the legal process, especially when the lawyers start digging into the evidence during discovery, which is when both sides have to share everything they know about the case. So yeah, this part of the story isn't just about lawsuits. It's about a powerful lawyer going all in, using strong words and serious accusations to defend his client and completely flip the public's view of what's happening. Whether people agree with him or not, Brian Friedman has made it clear that he's not afraid of Blake Lively's fame, and he's ready to fight until the very end. Let's talk about what fans and the public are saying about this whole situation, because trust me, people have a lot to say. Social media has totally exploded over the drama between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. It's not just a quiet court case behind the scenes anymore. It's turned into a full-blown online war, and everyone's picking sides. Even before the lawsuit, Blake Lively already had a group of people online who didn't really like her. Some fans thought she came off as too perfect or even arrogant. Others didn't agree with the brands she supported or certain things she said in interviews. And some people just didn't like her, period. That's how it is with celebrities. No matter how big you are, there's always going to be a group of people who aren't fans. But now, after everything that's happened with this legal drama, that group has gotten way louder. Since the news broke, the internet has been filled with comments, videos, and tweets either defending Blake or calling her out. A lot of people are really mad and feel like she's trying to use her fame to get out of trouble. They say she's trying to control the narrative, which means they think she's telling the story in a way that makes her look innocent, whether it's the full truth or not. But on the flip side, there are still fans who support her 100%. They say she's brave for speaking up and standing her ground, especially if she truly feels like something bad happened to her. These fans are worried that people like Justin Baldoni and his lawyer are just trying to scare her into staying quiet or dropping the case altogether. So now, instead of just Blake and Justin going at it in court, there's this huge argument happening online too. Content creators on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram are digging up all kinds of past clips, interviews, and social media posts trying to prove who's right and who's wrong. Some of them are showing old text messages, others are reviewing body language in past videos, like it's a full-on investigation being done by the internet. And then there's Ryan Reynolds, Blake's husband, who got pulled into this mess too. Some people were shocked when Justin Baldoni mentioned him in the lawsuit. Justin and his lawyer are saying that Ryan wasn't just standing by his wife, he was helping her go after Justin too. That made everything even messier. A lot of fans started questioning whether Ryan was trying to use his massive fame to protect Blake, or if he was being unfairly blamed just because he's her husband. Ryan, for his part, has tried to step back and say he didn't do anything wrong. He says that if he said or believed anything about Justin, it was based on what he thought was true. And legally, that's important, because if you say something you truly believe is a fact, it's harder to call that defamation in court. But Justin's lawyer isn't buying that. He's saying that Ryan and Blake used their power as a famous couple to shape the story and hurt Justin's reputation on purpose. And we can't forget about Blake's publicist, Leslie Sloan. She's the one who helps manage how Blake looks in the media. Now she's being accused of helping spread false information, and that has some people wondering just how far this team went to control the headlines. If these claims are proven false, it could seriously damage everyone's reputation, not just in court, but in the eyes of the public too. So what started as a legal case between a director and an actress has now turned into a massive public battle. Everyone has an opinion. Some people believe Blake is being unfairly attacked. Others think she started all of this and is now trying to run from the consequences. No matter where you stand, one thing's for sure. The drama has completely taken over social media, and fans are following every move like it's a real-life movie playing out in front of them. And with more legal steps still ahead, this story isn't going anywhere anytime soon. Whether you support Blake, Justin, or you're just here for the tea, everyone's waiting to see what happens next.